Welcome to my channel. If you are new or returning here, I hope that you can find some inspiration from the many previous videos I've posted over the years of our homeschooling experience. It has been quite some time since I've been here adding content about homeschool to this channel, but I do hope to return and let you know what we're doing for this upcoming school year. So this is our 8th year of homeschooling, and we will have 2 8th graders and a 5th grader for the 24-25 homeschool year. In this video, I'm going to do a flip through of Essential in Writing Level 7. This is a homeschool writing program that is designed for homeschoolers. It is authored by Matthew Stevens, that's his name. He's the author, and he's also the online teacher for this course. So this course is in its 2nd edition. This is what the covers look like for 2nd edition. If you have purchased in the past an edition from them, their old ones look like this. And I'll show you the difference between these two. But this is the old cover, this is the new cover. I read up on their website, and it says that there are some slight differences in this curriculum, mostly due to layout and some lesson scope and sequence. So not too much has changed as far as the material that's covered, as far as I can tell. So this program is for ages 12 and 13. Of course, you know your child best. If you have a child that's younger, that works ahead, you can use that for your child. The only requirement is that your child can form sentences. So they need to be able to structure a sentence, also a paragraph going into this. They are not going to go deep into writing a paragraph and how to formulate it. So a student should have a good idea of a beginning, a middle, and an ending sort of structure to their writing. So this is going to cover 2 things. It's going to cover grammar, Unit 1. Unit 2 is going to be the writing. So in the grammar portion of Unit 1, the student is going to be learning some new grammatical concepts, but mostly they're going to be reviewing what they've already learned or what they should already know about grammar, and applying, parts of speech to sentence structure and to writing more effectively. And then in Unit 2, they're going to be writing composition, business letters, personal narratives, different types of writing. So this is a writing program only. It is not a full language arts curriculum, meaning that it does not have any spelling or reading or literature. Essentials in Writing does have a level 7 literature program. It's also in its new edition, and those literature programs start in level 7. Essentials in Writing starts in level 1, and you can take it all the way up to 12th grade. All right, so let's take a look inside. Before I do that, this is what you purchase when you go online, either a physical copy of this or a digital copy. What I mean by digital is that the instructor, Matthew Stevens, he teaches this course online, so you can purchase the digital lessons and the digital workbook and assessments and student guide, I guess, or parent handout online and do everything online. Or you can purchase the physical books. We like having the physical books to write in and not have to worry about printing anything out. So this is the physical book, and then you also get the handbook. So the handbook is, and I'll show you that in a second, this is just basically laying out all of the lessons in the scope and sequence for the year for writing and their grammar. And it's also going to be like a little note to the parent. This workbook is going to be all the lessons. Mr. Stevens is going to teach the lessons, and then your student's going to go into their book here and complete the lessons. Okay? There are no DVDs like in the old version. this is all digital. It's online. You purchase it and it's good for 12 months. If you purchase it during their sale, which they're having a spring sale right now, if you purchase it now during their spring sale and you're not set to use it until August or September, you can just let them know that you're not starting the program yet, during that time frame, and they'll extend it for you when the time comes. So don't worry about that. You'll get your 12 months of access to the online portion so that you can finish the curriculum. The way we are most likely going to do this program with my rising 8th grader is I'm going to watch the lessons, and then I will teach her the material and she will do the lessons in the workbook. The reason we're doing it that way is because she does not like online classes. She doesn't enjoy them, and she would rather me teach the lesson, and I'm fine with it. And because I really don't know how to approach writing, as far as like teaching her the essentials, right? I'm going to take the course as far as listening to the lecture and then teaching it to her so that she can complete her assignments. It'll be good for both of us. I think it's going to work really well that way. And there might be times where she'll go online and just listen to the lecture herself. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's get into the material here. First, I'm going to walk you through the handbook. All right, here's the Dear Parent letter. This just talks a little bit about the second release. So a couple of things have changed. It says here, I've changed several elements related to the layout, the scope and sequence, and content and graphics. So there you go. Those are the changes. There's digital explanations of the program and intended to use on the following pages. This is just telling you that this is how the program's intended. Here is the content. Unit 1, grammar. Unit 2, composition. There's assessments. They also have what's called a scoring service. Now, not all assignments are open to having that scoring service. There's certain ones, and there's going to be an icon that lets you know in the assignment whether or not it's something that you can submit for scoring. Scoring service is done by Essentials in Writing, and it's at an additional cost. You can decide whether or not you do that. I have never done that before. I know it's available. It's only open in the spring. I think August, September is when they start that. You can pay for the service and then submit your child's writing for grading and scoring. We're not going to do that, but again, it's an option for those of you who would like to do it. This just goes over all of the icons and the activities. Here's the scoring activities. Scoring composition, and this tells you right here that they have a scoring service. But this tells you how you can use it. There is a rubrics if you need help to score your child's writing. A checklist. All right, and then how to use. You view the video lesson, you read the text for today's lesson. This is what your student's going to be doing, but of course, you're free to walk them through this and to help them out for the first couple of times that they do this. Verbally describe today's lesson and preview the next lesson. That is what your child is doing in a day. How long should your students spend on this? Student book format, lessons, how they work. It just tells you about how the calendar icons work, if there's an assignment that's going to take more than one day, or if there's an individual assignment every day. Here is lesson 1. Okay, this is all in the grammar portion of the program. Then it goes into the writing portion for the second half. Here is a optional 34-week writing and essentials in literature plan. So here's the essentials plan. It's multiple pages. And then you also have the literature plan. If you want to do those side by side, or if you want to do them individually, they are standalone programs. Okay. I think that's it for this book. Let's see. Oh, and here, very important, the answer key. You want the answer key to check your students' work if you're not sending their work in for the scoring service, which I think it's only the writing portion anyway. So you're going to need this for everything else in the grammar portion. So there's the answer key. Okay. That's the writing part. And that's pretty much what is in the teacher handbook. All right, so let's move on to the student book. Here's the student book. And just like the handout for the parents, it's going to walk you through all the lessons. There are 90 lessons. The last lesson is a bibliography. No, actually, the last lesson is not. The final lesson is comparing compositions. So those are research projects. Right, lesson 1, Introduction to Writing. Okay, here we go. Grammar. These lessons are not very long. There's not too much work that your student has to do. The video lessons are also pretty short. There's not a lot to complete on any given day, which is great. It's very straightforward. I like the approach. I like how they teach grammar. We also use other grammar, but because this is part of the writing curriculum, that's okay. You just add on, you just continue to learn grammar. It's not a big deal. And then the writing, when you get into that, you'll have all those skills that you've learned from grammar and apply that to your writing. So that's going to be really great. So this just gives you an idea. I don't want to give away too much of what the lessons look like, but that gives you a little idea. All right. So let's get into the writing. So here's Unit 2, Composition. I like that the writing process is broken down into small chunks. Okay, and Mr. Stevens models writing for the student over the course of the curriculum. So there's really a good foundational laying down of what they need to do to complete these assignments. And again, you have 12 months to complete the program, so you can slow down. If writing is taking a little bit longer, if they give only like a week to do a persuasive paragraph and you need a little more time, you obviously can take that time if you need it. You have 12 whole months, generally 36 weeks, 9 months of a school year. You can take the extra time. And that, my friends, is it. That is Essentials in Writing Level 7. I'm going to show you quickly what Level 5 looked like. This was their Level 5. They have these CDs, or DVDs, I guess, because they go in the DVD player. You pop them in. We had a small personal DVD player. You pop them in and you do the lessons. But the book's kind of the same. They had the teacher handbook as well. This we did not utilize at all. This is actually brand new. But these were like the tests, assessments they call them. And so you can still get those with Level 7, but I just chose not to. So that's what those look like. This is still perfectly good curriculum to use, and I might use that with my rising 5th grader. All you do is you purchased more than one book. So if you plan on using this with more than one kiddo, you can just purchase an additional book And then you can get like a forever streaming, I forget what they call it, where the videos will be available to the next child when they do the program. So it's really cost effective that way as well. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.